Skip McDonald's. Grab an apple. DCA. Add to them bags. Your future self gon' thank you. Grab a bag of it and take a sip. When them reflections roll in, you tell all your kids this ain't a road movie. Vegas babies, we came to win. We burn them up every bobby. We gon' ball out Vegas magic show.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? I'm your host, VE, also known as Venture, add the empathetic if you wish, and a couple other things that we can't say on air. For those who don't know me, I'm just an enthusiastic guy that came out the cut to support solid projects and solid developers, and it seems we are starting to find them every day. But today, we are here for Vegas Inu. We appreciate all art opportunities, but most of all hard work in all its forms. Thanks to the likes of December DeMarco, I have grown an affinity for the organic nature of how things unfold. In this world of crypto fast food, nothing has been more organic than Vegas Inu. Launched 173 days ago, starting at a $370,000 market cap. Vegas Inu ran to an all-time high of 2 million. I want to say 2.6. I say something because I don't know and I don't watch the charts. However, I was there for the ride. The community and I rated a collective 38 hours with no marketing, pushing to this number through pure grit. Beyond the numbers, with December has assembled, it's nothing but short of a miracle in this space. A community on 10 toes that is formed like Voltron to push the narrative forward. That is known as VIT. You guys, give me 1 second. I got some bad timing going on.
Let's give him 1 second. I'm going to help him out. Let's give him 1 second. I see KB. What's good? I see B Well. I see Myro Nair. Next Level Cash coming to show some support. BCR. It's the end of the day for me, man. It was crazy meetings. And I came over here to show some love because, you know, Venture be holding it down for everybody. So had to come show some love over here. Crazy. How many of you guys doing some long hours on crypto, man? I mean, crazy hours, right? Market's pumping. Things going great.
All right, appreciate that, Rico. Yeah, had some timing today, but you know, we do what we can. I definitely appreciate that. And where I end off at. All right, let's get back into it. So from the raid team to VIT Studios to meme contest, we pushed to a new limit as a community and found new heights, bonding with one another, growing, sharing, and making partnerships. Not to say this was without hiccups. Didi was very transparent in saying he is a new dev, matching that transparency by owning up to his mistakes. For those who've been in TG, you know the road has been long to CMC and things like that. But it comes with learning. It also comes with letting people grow and get those strides to get to that new momentum and that new level of growing. So, yeah, I will say we lost momentum many times, but in those times that we remained dormant, grit and integrity was forged as the HighRollers showed their teeth and barked, held and accumulated the floor. We survived FUD, enemies, snakes, spies, jeeps, and many who are still among us till this day, as Deontay Wilder would say. But on the positive side of this spectrum, we found new friends along the way, pushing us to new levels to push forward. We didn't run when the chips were down. We stayed on 10. We didn't run from pressure. We were molded in it. Now we know every peak and valley of it on the chart and in each other as we discovered the ins and outs of what makes people what makes them and what makes a project a great project. And with that intro, I'll intro into the Vegas Inu space. But before I do that, I wanted to open up and see if anybody had anything to add before I get into that. Is everybody good? All right. We're going to keep it moving. Vegas Inu was started by December DeMarco, the stock goat, also known as DD, dubbed Vitoshi by the high roller A1, and the community graciously presented the title to which he accepted. Vitoshi, a play off Voltoshi, is a nod to the communities DD served along with the Shaitoshis, as we can't forget the Shiib army. 9 times out of 10, if you follow DD, you are more than likely familiar with Volt and Shiba army. Moving on, Didi is a prominent figure in the crypto scene, known for his work in many crypto communities. In addition, he's a Fortune 500 marketer, host to a stock group on Facebook, private Discord, teacher, and now a dev. Summing up, this dev has a track record that can be found and is actively working in the space. Pivoting. Now you know the dev on a somewhat non-personal level. Let me introduce you to Vit. Vegas Inu is a reflection token inspired by the hacks of the MGM. Vegas Inu is a reflection token on the BNB chain, reflecting 7% for marketing, 3% for liquidity, and 2% for tax, for a total of 12% with every buy and sell. VIT became hyperdeflationary after lunch. The burn wallet sits at number 3. And up to this point, we've burnt close to 25. I don't want to say the wrong number. Close to 25 billion, I believe, of the supply. That has gone into a black hole forever, and that lives within the dead wallet, not to be bought or sold again, accumulating reflections and making the chart even more hyperdeflationary as it receives reflections as well. Remember, every buy and sell burns VIT and contributes to marketing and reflections. Currently, VIT is sitting at a close to a $550,000 market cap with close to 774 holders. 300 of we recently received from CoinMarketCap, but we'll get into that later. I know many don't care for this info, but I myself, good or bad, I love to watch the numbers because they're telling the story beyond the 2x. And as I glance at these numbers weekly, I get to see the story that's built out. I get to see how VIT is growing. And once again, our holders are at an all-time high, and we are growing organically. Watching the numbers, I saw the consolidation, the ebb and flow that brings us to where we are now. I don't know about y'all, but I'd have my bags packed. If you wish to join the HighRollers, you can do so at VegasInuToken.com via the Volti change, which we'll get into later, or the Pancake Swap DEX. And remember to get the contract from the Telegram. If you don't, I pinned it up top. It's somewhere up there. Go in there, type CA. You can get the contract address to be sure you got the right one, and you can buy the token on Pancake Swap. So December has a thing of saying connect the dots. And that's just what we're going to do at this next segment. And wait for it, called Connect the Dots. Oh, my bad. I see KB Will was on asked to speak. I don't know if y'all want to speak now or later. It really don't matter with me because we got a lot to unpack. A lot to unpack. So whenever y'all ready, put your hand there, let me know, and we can get to it. So I'm gonna go and run through it. I'm gonna go and run through it real quick. So for those that's new in here, I wanted to run through some of the past highlights because you missed. It's a lot that ain't been at the forefront. It's a lot that's to catch up on. So I'm gonna get you caught up to the best of my ability because man, we really need to chronologue this. But one of our first partnerships we had was with Volt in the Volti change. You know, Volti change. You burning the supply of your token and you're burning Volt, and you're helping out their ecosystem. And they're helping out yours. And that was pretty much a widget you could add to your site, and it's one of the first utilities you can get for your token, any token really, if they're interested in burning their supply and supporting the Volt army. So that's one of our first partnerships. And then we quickly followed up with the Volted merch packs. And to add on to that, the Volted merch packs is like something like they make merch based off certain projects, and it's pretty much it's good for promotion. It's good for getting influencers and involving everybody and getting some unique items out there. And so for that project in particular, they picked the Volted Dragon to go on some Volt X Vegas merch for a collaboration. And those Volted merch packs, once again, so they're going to go out to different influencers, and it's marketing in a sense, and it's also two bullish communities that's going to really get the name and the brand out. So for those familiar with Volt, they had the Volt Dragon from the VDSC, popular with their VDSC game over there. You can also play with your dragon in there. VDSC number 8491 was selected to be on the Volt X Vegas crossover collaboration for the Volted merch pack, and I'm sure that's sure to get us some eyes and some dots. And that was just some of the most recent ones. And then this month, I missed a lot, but so far I can get you caught up. One of the most bullish utilities we had coming out so far was the lottery game that they announced. So March 7th, it was announced that we will be developing our first D app for the Vegas Inu lottery game, which is in development and based on the timetable should be right around the corner. Fingers crossed, as things do come up. Vegas Inu first app pushing us into the gaming space ever so slightly, not along the lines of Axie Infinity or Decentraland, but we are making headway into different avenues. While a lot is under wraps, this will be one of our first utilities where you have to hold VIT to play the game. This would be a utility where you can potentially play and win daily. Now, I want to expound on that a bit because that's going to be pretty important. That's really going to be one of our first utilities. And I know a lot of people are familiar with the games, and that can really build a lot of support. Most of all, people can have fun with that. And shout out to Champion because they exactly know how to build the games. They doing just that. Shout out to KB Will and Champion also on that front because they got the games on lock. You can learn a lot by tuning into them and checking out their ecosystem, how they're building over there, which is something to get into later. So the VIT game, the lottery game, in this sense, this one's will help reward the players. It will also help to burn VIT, add liquidity, increase demand and buying pressure. And it's guaranteed. Well, it ain't nothing's guaranteed, but it could be fun for gamers and gamblers. This inches Vegas Inu ever so slightly into the GameFi movement, which we're sure is gonna get bullish in the future. It's a little quiet right now because there's so many narratives running, but in the meantime, we can just continue to build, and it's on brand with what we're doing. So let's do it. Also, this will have an increased marketing push. It will help onboard many people into the community, as some might come for the game, some might be in here and stay for the game. It will offer reflections to the holders via the game, and it will encourage players to hold VIT while they play the game. And that was me pretty much straight reading from the Vegas Inu Twitter page, word for word, bar for bar, what's going on that side. So that's one thing we got to look forward to, getting you all caught up the Vegas Inu lottery game. Now the next one is a little bit more tricky. I got to get better at this. Let me check the chat real quick. All right. Just making sure nobody got their hands up and nothing like that because I happen to be missing all that sometimes. Very much so. So the next mystery is the NFTs. Now, let's rewind. November 23rd, VIT launched a merch collection with a twist. In addition to raising $1,100, we're not going to worry about the change in the cents on that one, to burn Shiba Inu. Another thing, people who purchased the piece of merch were also whitelisted for a surprise NFT collection. And as I said, these are a mystery, are still pending, and should be connected to some utility. I can only speculate if it's one of those new ERC 404s, which I ain't gonna lie, I don't fully understand to a degree, but December's did a good job of leaving the air of mystery around that. But he did say it should launch with some utility to it. So that's one of the biggest mysteries for me, as I am whitelisted for those NFTs, and I know my brother PD Pure is whitelisted for those NFTs. And we plan to hog all the NFTs. Let y'all know right now, like that's the plan. We're taking all the NFTs. Now I'm just playing, but we might do a couple giveaways, some here or there, because we know everybody didn't get to get the merch. So not gonna completely hog all the NFTs, but we'll try to put a chokehold on the market. But I'm just joking, but I'll be very, very interested in seeing what they come with those NFTs and how that's gonna go in the future. So now, if I'm pretty much done with that, that's as caught up as I got. I ain't gonna lie. I'm starting to learn how to take notes during spaces because you can't remember all this information. And not just spaces, also the YouTube videos also, because it's really a lot when you really try to digest it all. So now we kind of got you caught up. I don't know if I left something out. We can get to the VIT highlights. But before we do that, I'll see if anybody got anything to say. Once again, raise your hand, unmute your mic, however you want to do it. If not, we'll keep it rolling. Hey, there's no pun. Rolling.
Just keep it moving, bro. You doing all right, man. Just keep it moving. Keep it moving.
I got you. All right, we're going to keep it moving. So now we to the VIT highlights. Now we came a long way, HighRollers. We just listed on CMC officially on March 27th. and gained 300 new holders like a Thanos snap. As promised, we burned 1 billion VIT for reaching 750 holders, a personal milestone with another burn coming at 1,000 holders. Alpha is being dropped into Telegram and opportunities are presenting themselves. You have to be there to get it. You have to be in the Telegram to get some alpha. Those that are locked in get the rewards. I've seen this many times. Lock in with a solid dev and you can get rewarded in more ways than one. Some beyond money, some fostering good relationships. That's going to take you to more money. Some that's going to take you to a bridge that might cross something that ain't got nothing to do with crypto. I can attest to that. So we got a lot coming up for VIT in that respect. Now, as I said, we burnt 10 billion VIT with the sneak attack burn from Vitoshi, with plans to burn more, but I said also you have to be in Telegram to get the dots. This is the type of chaos I like. We just have to be aware. You never know what or when or how it will happen, but when we say hyperdeflationary, we mean it. And that in itself is a dot. Next, we should be looking for our second D app, which has a lot of mystery to it, which was a lending shop. And that had left a lot of mystery to it within itself, but I don't fully understand the concept. But we already got plans for a second D app in progress. And it's hard to speak on it because I don't know much about it, but I know it's in progress. So that's pretty much what I can get you from there. Now, one thing I think we should be focusing on at this point is Soul and Shib and BNB, of course. Because as we learn and move forward, VIT should be branching onto the Solana ecosystem and the Shibarium ecosystem. It's my opinion that Solana and Bone, the native tokens of these chains, have a good amount of room to run and increase the market share of Vegas Inu and provide a lot of traffic, a lot of new eyes, even just from pretty much basic rate. Being a part of something that's growing out the mud, like a Vegas Inu, a Champion, an All Control, a chain, a Solana, a Shib. I know nobody's talking about it but a Phantom, ironically, which is a dot for me within itself. This is a dot I would look at as it's what's being built on these chains, especially the SHIB ecosystem. From the launch of the stake token the other day to the K9 ecosystem the week before, the parallels between these two and the Lido finance of the ETH system is a dot I would try to connect. And I will be completely honest, I haven't completely looked into the Lido finance situation, but I know it did bring a lot of liquidity to the ETH ecosystem.
It's a lending protocol as well, bro.
Oh, see, damn, that is what it is. I didn't know that. And I know that's something along the lines of what K9 Finance is going to do. So that's a potential dot in a bridge for trying to be early into a new ecosystem. Now we about to start wrapping it up. I got one last little tidbit, and then we're going to open up the floor, get to some of our partners, some of our speakers, and we just going to keep it rolling naturally. So dots, bridges, and potential dots. I want to say shout out to Essence. She's not here with us right now, but she built a bridge with Shib Dream on X and did a little shout out to them. And they were pretty eager. Now, this was back when I had the flu, so I missed all the dots there, but that's when all the Shibarium talk started, and they were very, very interested in helping us out onto the Shibarium ecosystem. I'm not surely how that worked, how those DMs work, but just shout out to her for that, because beyond the message of market cap, what it comes down to is having a good community, that they get out there and stick their neck out and build bridges, stick their neck in places that probably don't belong, probably do belong, and try to connect those bridges and connect those dots so we can make it equal on all sides. That's what's going to build the community. While the dev is working, you find ways to cook. So shout out to Essence for that. But that's what it's all about, just branching out, connecting those dots. Now I got more dots, but I don't know how to relay how my brain thinks to this format right here. I didn't really write it down. I could really use pictures. I'm a visual learner. But on that note, that's going to pretty much end this segment. And I can open up the floor to you guys if you guys got anything you want to share, add on, promote, talk about.
I just want to say thank you, bro, for having the space. And I think it's important that you keep having the spaces and that we keep seeing the familiar faces tap in over and over. because that is the foundation of everything. Is you guys nonstop, and just wanted to come in here and show my support. And I'm glad to see these familiar faces. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one, bro. Anything I could do.
Oh yeah, I appreciate you. And it's funny because the day before we listed on CMC, I was talking to BC. I was like, man, I said I don't know how we're gonna do it, what we're gonna do it, but we just need to start these weekly spaces back up because it's important to just show you there. And not only that, when we didn't have the volume, I mean, we ain't all the way at the top like we want to be right now. But when we had $1 volume, $10 volume, and we was still holding the spaces and we was coming through, like looking back at it, I'm like, we provided some way for the community to engage, to be there, to show we there, and to like really hold the fort down while Didi did what he did. So just stepping up and doing what you can that way, and BCR assisted me the way he be assisting me, like it really helps everything come together. So yeah, I really have realized how important these spaces are. So I was actually going to announce that we was going to bring back weekly spaces. They might be 20 minutes, they might be 2 hours, however the news plays out. But the most important thing is that we show up and just show force for
Yep.
Vegas till we get to those next levels.
Yeah, that's the important part. Is the pulling up part. But however long it matters, we got a lot of news, then we give you a lot of news. But if
Yeah.
we only got a little bit of news, we'll give you a little bit of news. But we're gonna be here at the same time every week, and people can come to that and they know where to find you. That's what's
Facts.
important.
Yeah, because that was my thing. I was trying to write a whole news broadcast, and if I didn't have
I love you, bro.
I didn't do it. Funny man, showing
Respect,
up
bro.
is the most
Respect.
important part. So you're right, definitely right. Well, all right. Now we're gonna move into some. What I call this, I ain't named this yet. I just call it dots, bridge, and potential dots. I know I talked about that earlier, but I didn't break it up right. But hey, I'm an amateur rapper. Sometimes I freestyle. You don't want to hear me freestyle. I gotta write it down, and sometimes I write it down and it don't go right. So this is just shout out to the potential partners, and this is probably more I will start freestyling. So we got KB Well up here. Big shout out to him. I actually got something I wanted to. It started out being about Champ, but it's something I really want to speak on real quick. So I want to give a big shout out for Champ. I got a love for the champs. I got a lot of love for KB Well and Crypto Giant. Champion has become a second home. K has provided many bridges for us in the time when Vegas Inu wasn't moving and many disappeared, so to speak. So from being a loyal holder, innovator, and dev in the background, we have built many bridges on and offline. Like we really built bridges offline. Like this dude has literally spoke to my dad before, and I don't let nobody that close to me. So that's a testament to how real this guy is. And as one of the partners of it, I'm proud to announce a new Champ utility. So Champ has agreed to a huge partnership with an international streaming provider. This gives Champ an cutting edge over providers such as Netflix, etc., with much more than movies and TV shows. This means they can now cover live channels throughout most of the world. And there's a lot you can find out on that from Crypto Giants. I should probably link to his Twitter. I probably will. But there's a lot you can learn from that. I'm pretty sure if I miss some things, KB Well could fill you in. But they just launched a very, very, very bullish utility. And I actually got a chance to test it earlier. And it works as smooth as glass. And that's just a testament to the team and to them. Like, to be very, very honest and very, very brief, Champion is sitting at 40,000 market cap. And these guys still building. They still been showing up just as long as Vegas have. I looked at their charts. They say y'all been out for almost 3 years. And y'all still been working and still putting up. But I think y'all really, really got one with this one. So I was definitely glad you guys let me test that out. And I ain't get paid for this. Yeah. my test out ends tomorrow, I believe. But it's just something I really want to share that we growing. And we got HighRollers in here that's really growing. We got HighRollers in here that's really providing us with opportunities and connections and things that link to things in the background. And pretty excited for Champion. You never know. Maybe we can take some dots from them. Maybe they can share some with us. Maybe we can get a Vegas Inu game that burns some champ. Maybe we can get a champ game that burns some, however we want to do it. But this ain't even about that. Just shout out to them. And if you got anything to add to that, K, feel free. I'm gonna move on.
I appreciate it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you know everything that's going on a little bit more than few other people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always working. I'm gonna continue to work because at the end of the day, this is where I just feel comfortable at. So whatever I have to do to push things forward, you know what I'm saying? Especially with like I'm still waiting. Like my son, he being stubborn. He an Aries, so yeah. So I'm dealing with that right now. But as soon as he gets born, as soon as he gets here,
Go time.
I'm gonna have a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Free. You know what I'm saying? It's just my mind going through a lot of stuff right now, so I really can't focus on. You know what I'm
I'm with
saying?
I'm with you. And if you ever too busy and you need some relayed to the people, hey, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I got you. You know what I'm
like
saying?
like like if you ever need a right hand man, like hey, put this out, do this, do this. I'm busy. I got a lot going. Okay, I got you.
I
Let you know.
got you. Good looking out.
No
But
problem.
yeah, like we got a lot of stuff coming up. You know what I'm saying? And it's other things that we working on in the background. We just want to make sure we cross all the T's, dot all the I's, you know what I'm saying, before we let the community know, because we don't want to, you know what I'm saying, start something and then it just fall through. I've seen it happen so many times, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
We, it's like, I understand at the core of the people, really, we've been through at least one bull market. So now, all of us, you know what I'm saying, we understand what this means now.
Most definitely.
So it's like, whatever I got to do, I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I understand. When you said that, I totally understand it. I appreciate it. But yeah, that's like the only thing. Like, man, he's just being so stubborn right now. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday was his day, but you know what I'm saying? His mama got an eviction notice on him right now.
Hey man, shout out to the first Vegas baby, man. First champ baby.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a
Yeah,
lot of
man.
things we want to do with that. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna keep
Yeah,
that
many
under wraps.
blessings,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying?
Lots of blessings going your way, bro. That's amazing. My mom's is an Aries, so yeah, they're hard headed, but they got a good heart. I'll say that. My mom's birthday is the 16th. It's coming up.
Oh, my girl birthday is the 18th.
Damn, my
Okay,
son's
now you're in
birthday.
trouble.
Yes,
Now you
you know what
got
I'm
two
saying? That's why it's really like
Aries.
it's so emotional. Like, he gonna be an Aries with me. Oh my God. Yes, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Hey, we appreciate you, bro. You know, if you ever got anything to share, we that's the whole reason why we here, man. And I also realized talking to BC, that's why was it BC? It was somebody, man. We be having a lot of conversations because we always working, but that's what these spaces are for, man. Sometimes they won't invite you to the table, you make a table, and then whatever y'all got, you know. Didi gave us free reign to do what we do. So whatever bridges we make, whatever connections we make, whatever y'all need, we gonna use whatever we got to get to where we trying to go. And like I say, keep putting in.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know the situation be sometimes everything don't look how it's supposed to look, but at the same time, developers need to show up too. You know what I'm saying? Even when the grass don't look green,
For sure.
but it's still growing because you're watering it. You're
Exactly.
Yeah.
putting seeds in it.
Yeah, it's not always greener on the other side, man. Just
It's
water your
not.
damn
You know what I'm saying? I've learned
self.
that. I've learned that during this bear market, and then, you know what I'm saying, toward the end of that last bull, I totally get it. And then let's not even talk about XP. You know what I'm saying? XPX. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Oh, for
totally
sure,
different move.
man. I tell you one thing, it be those ones that be so silent in the beginning that really do the dance, so to speak, and not beyond the money, but just having a good team. And XPX is giving me those vibes.
You know what
XPX
I'm
is
saying?
Yeah,
giving me
we've been grinding, bro.
PMPY vibes. Remember how PMPY started out? Everybody's like,
Yeah.
"Oh no!" When everybody dumped immediately, and then it went. I'm telling you,
I know some people who dumped their bag early on PMPY, and boy, they crying. I didn't dump it because I kind of, when you're in the space as long, you kind of know who's behind what and stuff, So it's like,
yeah,
and you know what they're doing, and I know what connections they got, to make these things happen. So they are gonna do a lot of the things. I know they're gonna do what they said. Uh, they're going hard, so I give them a lot of credit. And
most
yeah,
definitely.
man, and that's what I've been supporting this year round and stuff. And it took me forever to talk about XPX, man. I was dying to tell people about it, but I just wanted to make sure that it was sexy and it was perfect, and it was like and it was safe too, you know, because it's like more than the money to me means like the legacy and like you know, like me keeping some of my dignity and stuff like that. You know, like I've been through some crazy things in my life. I done had a lot. I done had a little. I done had a lot. I done had a little. I done got it the good way. I done got it the bad way. And, you know, I just want to make something that is going to last, you know, and something that's like not just last for me, but last for a lot of people. And we're finally
Exactly.
almost there. And I'm going to make a
Yep.
lot of you guys proud. I know you guys don't know me like that. And, you know, but best believe that this is for the underdog. This is for the black sheep. This is for the never could do it. Probably not going to make it. This is for, if that shit resonates with you, trust me. I've been there. And, this is for you.
Rico, everybody gave up on us. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, bro. I get it.
Yeah. And like Venture said early on, like, you know, they didn't want to let us sit at the table. You know, we just had to make our own. And boy, even being a YouTuber, like influencer, whatever you want to call it, like I've been really close to the doors, and they'll shut that door right before I get to the other side of it, you know. And not this time, you know, not this time. This time I made the room, you know, I created the room, and I made the room sexy too, and I made it enjoyable for people to be in this room. And I don't care about you guys gatekeeping no more. I don't want to go inside over there no more. I'm cool. Y'all stay over there. Go ahead, do what you do. I got something else cooking.
It's more than one way to skin a cat.
Man, you ain't lying. Yeah. Yep.
More than one way to skin a cat.
Man, I was traveling the country, and a lady told me that in Kentucky, and I swear I never forgot it. It was a lady at a Red Roof Inn, and the way she looked, I was like, man, I believe her.
She meant business.
That's funny.
Yeah, I was like, I believe her. I believe her.
Them Red Roof Inns, them Holiday Inns, well, yeah. They
yeah.
When they tell you something, they mean it.
They mean it, yeah. Yeah, I don't know where I was at in Kentucky. I was on my way to Miami. I was in my early 20s. I was like, I'm leaving Chicago. I'm driving down to Miami. You know, I'm leaving, and I just left spare the moment, stacked up some cash, and left in the weekend. And was like, I'm out of here. And yeah, early 20s, man. What are you gonna do?
Tell me about it. Yeah, shout out to XPX, shout out to Champ U, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Look forward to y'all liquidity generating event. And I want to be real frank, real quick, man. Like, no, we got the separate TJ. I know y'all in there. A lot of people not. I called out a lot of bad stuff, and like I called out a lot of bad stuff. But I'll be honest, I was just giving out plays that people were giving me. But when I connect my own dots, that's where them X's come in and have been coming in since the past 2 weeks, since I got done with the flu. Woke up to a 30X because I connected my own dots.
Mm-hmm.
I came out the flu making money, so I said, all right, I ain't finna be calling out nobody plays no more. I'm just finna connect my own dots. And XPX is one of those dots. Like I didn't felt this in my little tingly section before. So
I'm not gonna let y'all down. I'm not gonna, you know. And I know this is your space, and you know, I'll talk about it since we're talking about it. But
I don't care.
Yeah, this is for us, man. I promise you guys that. And you know, what's cool about this LGE event is that you guys get to get in exactly when I get in, you know, because that's my whole motto on my channel. You know, it's like it's not what you know, it's who you know. And I know all of you guys, and I hate how they a lot of times, you know, we're all I don't want to play the race card or nothing like that. And it's not about race, but you know, we all got some ethnicity in us, and we've been, you know, where they didn't let us in certain areas. And you know, this is a little bit of all that tied together, and I want to have fun during it too, you know. And the way people have fun is by making money. You know, it's like I when people say, "Oh, money don't make me happy," it's like, boy, I ain't never get a check and was sad. I ain't never get a bag. So I don't got time to be lying to myself, you know, because I want a clear vision of what I want, you know, and I think it's important to always define with a clear vision of what you want. And one of the things that I want is I want testimonies. I want testimonies that I change people's lives. I want something bigger than me, because if I did it just for me, that bag is small. That bag is too. I don't want the bag just for Rico. I don't want that bag. You know, that's how selfish people think. You know, that's why that bag don't be that big. But if I think about testimonies instead of the bags, and I get you a bag, Venture, and I get BCR a bag, and I get everybody in this damn space a bag, then my bag, the whole bag just gets a lot bigger. And this LGE event is one of those opportunities because, you know, how often you hear people talking about adding liquidity. You know, it's like the closest you get to the gate is the pre-sale. That's as close as you get to finding out what really goes on behind the back doors. They don't tell you that there's a whole liquidity. Say, what? There's a whole what? You telling me you guys making money off the liquidity?
Damn.
I didn't know I could just add liquidity. It's like, what? And they've let me in. They mess up. You know, I don't want to cuss on your thing, but you let me slip through the crack. I'm letting all my brothers know. I'm letting everybody know. I'm gonna be pulling it. Like, did you know? And this is our opportunity to do that, bro. This is our opportunity to be like, okay, so this is how they're, no matter what, they didn't care about price action because they made money no matter what off the liquidity. And I know that's hard for people to understand because, let's face it, they don't talk about it. How often you hear people talking about being part of the liquidity, you know? And
Facts.
that's why I love what we're going to do, because I don't want you guys to be able to talk bad about me. I want these testimonies. I'm going to grind for these testimonies. I work 18 to 20 hours a day. You guys see me logged on nonstop. If you guys rock with me in the TG, or you guys look at my name, my shit's lit all the time because I'm grinding hard for this dream. I'm not playing around. And this liquidity generating event is going to be a unique opportunity because, one, you get paid from that. Anybody who participates in the liquidity generating event, which you can go do right now, you can go add liquidity to any pool and you will get a yield from that. But that's not talked about that much. You can do that to any token right now. Go, you know, Solana token, whatever. And this is some new stuff that we're tapping into, but this is getting in the very beginning. So now you're getting money off the liquidity generating event. Then next you're getting money off of the value of XPX token itself, off the pre-sale when it pumps, which it will. And then to top that off, while you're staked, you're earning BTC. So, I mean, this is why I want those testimonies, because it's marketing in itself. Let's face it. Let's be honest, right? Everybody's showing how many BTC rewards they got. And that's why I'm not so worried about the TG being like slow growing organically, because watch when the chart comes out and everybody starts posting on what we did and what we created. They're going to go crazy, and that's going to sell better than anything. You know, the testimonies from everybody. And I'm not going to dump on you guys. I give you guys my word. I'm not going to look like a clown or like let where people say that I'm dumping on them, because a lot of people have done that, and I don't want to do that, man. I'm not going to do that. I'm not fucking selling. I'm sorry. I don't cuss, because I'm going to send this, you know, and it's one of the happiest times in my life. It was a dream of mine, and I'm glad I get to share with all of you guys. And I'm glad you guys are a part of it. And it's going to be cool, man. It's for all of us. And the only thing I've been keeping a little bit kind of close to my chest is because people try to front run stuff is like the Web3 marketplace. But this is something that I experienced through the bear market. Boy, that bear market was tough. If anybody experienced it, that thing put the squeeze down. But you know what? I don't like going through something and not getting something out of it. You guys know that I always say I don't try to get through the day. I try to get from the day. Some people, you just trying to get through the day. I just got to get through this. I just got to get from that. I just got to get through this. Like, nah, I'm trying to get from this. I'm trying to get from that. I'm trying to get from this. And, you know, sometimes that's the bad too. And that bear market was tough. And I saw a lot of good projects that were primarily focused on providing utilities within the DeFi space that got shelved because it wasn't relevant. Ain't nobody trying to hear about that when ain't no money. I mean, my YouTube channel wasn't even doing the same kind of views because people didn't want to hear it when Bitcoin was around 20,000. So I ain't trying to hear that no more. They don't want to hear it. That hurt. But it also made me realize to create a product and to create something that even if nobody in crypto is interested, that people in the real life world will be interested no matter what. And that I promise, no matter what, that we'll be able to market it and put it in people's face, that even if they like crypto or they think crypto's a scam, they won't even know. They won't even know. It's going to be in their face regardless, because that's how you scale a real business. That's how you make it scalable, you know? And I'm pumped. I'm fucking, as you can tell, bro, you got me all pumped up for no. What are you doing? Ventures.
And that's why I wanted you to come speak, man, because at the end of the spaces, it's for anybody. Like, because if the HighRollers find opportunities, not saying we necessarily got to go drain liquidity from other projects, but you can find other bags. You don't have to touch your Vegas bag. And beyond that, if you can find a bridge or a dot, you might find an opportunity over there and bring it back. You might just find another good dev to support. It could be anything. Just like when we had a dev in here about a month ago. The same dev that came, said, hey, be a part of this private sale. And nobody really went to it. And A couple people did. See a couple people over there, but so I'll just say we just try to present the opportunity and the choice is yours. But because it's good to have options and it's good to have friends and it's good to support real people. You know, we don't talk about everything in here, but we do talk about the people that's close to us, the friends, the high rollers. So yeah,
Yeah.
What I
And
had
you
to
know what?
learn
Sometimes
was
like,
B.
yeah. Well, no, what'd you say? Be well. Was good, bro.
I was about to say what I had to learn was sometimes you may not be able to get in everything, but as long as you can guide somebody to a real project, and as long as you can make it stick, you know what I'm saying? Like as long as y'all have that understanding, like this is what we're trying to do, and that's basically what I did. Like I didn't like I have an understanding that good developers need good investors. They need
facts.
it. It's just what it is. So my thing is you have to guide people into different opportunities sometimes. You may not be able to get into them all the time, especially like the situation I'm in. I'm trying to do my thing and I'm trying to help people too. And that's another thing that like everything that Rico said is like like I just can't soon it's a lot finna happen and people just don't even understand.
And I just wanted to add on to what
So
you're saying.
go ahead.
I'm been done my bad.
No, I'm done. Like it's just like I got so much like because everything Rico said is just it just sent off a trigger. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, it's like I
I
be
got
like,
so many
that
emotions right now. You know what I'm saying?
for
It's
real.
like it's crazy.
So I'm trying to tell you, man. Like, and let's just be full transparent, no mystery. So going backing up to what Kay was saying, KB Well, who we connected with as a high roller, connected us to Three, and now she's a high roller. Three came in here and gave her dissertation. Man, he didn't take her up on it, but the whole point is you get options, and you got to know who's in your community. Very, very, very few people are coming up here and speaking if they're not a high roller, and if they do try to provide something, though there's potential bridges there. Which can pivot to my last point. It was literally my last point. Champ was first because how it all connects together. Three, knowing how hard Champ works and Crypto Giant, she came in there and said, "Hey, if anybody's in a Champ Inu Token, you can be in my private sale." Because nobody's. Now, how can I say this? She know the people at Champ Inu holding it down. They been there for a while, almost like I don't know if that data was wrong, but they said 917 days. It was something crazy. So she came in there and said, I know it, like you say, a good community needs good investors. She know y'all got good investors. Y'all got people that show up and use the utilities, the games, and you all are doing it. So the bridge to you built the bridge to her, and then the bridge to Champ, and then it came back. And like you say, sometimes you can just only point people in a direction. And now we had it again with XPX. We don't get 100% guarantee we know what it's going to be, but we know there are good people out there. And you got the KV Wells, the Ricos, the Decembers, the Voltoshis. You got good devs out there, the threes. So hey, that's all we doing is saying we just supporting good people, and we on the back end of the space we might promote a couple things here or there to build those bridges or to connect those dots or to provide something you can't see. Yeah, memes are cool, but when you really lock in with the right people, you won't really have to worry about the memes too much. And I ain't trying to really say nothing about us because we gonna do. I already know it. Everybody talking about the 2 million, 2.6 we ran up to. Until we get to 50 million, I'm not even interested. Like that's my starting point. So, and that's just on the Vegas side. But yeah, we got a lot of opportunities here. But let me back it up for a minute, real quick. If anybody got something to say, feel free.
No, I was gonna say that I'm still holding Vegas, and Vegas Inu is definitely gonna do good, bro. And I don't like to even say anything bad even about memes. And I even want to give shout out. I see some Vote Army up in here. I love you guys. Amalia Taquero. I see a lot of you guys up in here. Much love and respect. And that's what it's all about. All these bridges that you're talking about, these connections that we're making. Amalia's from Spain, and we got people from all different backgrounds and ethnicities, and that's what it is. And obviously there's going to be some goods with the bad, and but that's why you use your intuition. Number one, some people try to tell you not to use your intuition, but it's okay. I'll tell you it's okay. Use your intuition. trust your gut a little bit, because sometimes if it's just too good to be true, then it's too good to be true. You know, if it takes time to build the relationship, that's how things are supposed to go. You know, that's how you just like any other relationship, you just don't just knock it out the park right away and something like that. So like, you know, just like how you guys seen me more and more, and I've seen you guys more and more, and I got to get close to Amalia. I seen, you know, the Volt Army, got close to them. I got cool with Venture, you know, with Be Well. And it's like, these are how relationships are made, and how you can, you know, kind of decipher what's going on. And you know, you can see that this community, that's why I'm supporting you guys no matter what. I'm supporting Vegas Inu, and I also support meme tokens. I don't want to take nothing away from meme tokens just because you know, we're coming out with a utility. That's why no matter what, I mean, this is something I've been thinking about for years. That's why no matter what, I made sure to position ourselves to be the leaders in the expos here in Las Vegas, because I don't want to miss out on meme hype. And I also want to give smaller projects the opportunity to shine on a big stage like that, you know. And I have all these connections. It's not just going to be like a meme expo. It's going to be, as you guys can see, I got the badge from BYD5, so I'm going to have exchanges there. I'm going to have really big projects. I'm going to have news articles there. I've talked to Bitcoin miners that are locally here, because Las Vegas has some of the biggest Bitcoin miners, because where you have lower energy costs in other states. So contacted them so they can, you know, talk about what they got going on, the Bitcoin ATM people, so they can sell people on their ATM. So it could be like full of a networking opportunity, and then no matter what, there's something there for somebody, you know. The last expos, from what I realized, it was only meme oriented, and I want to always try to bring retail investors in at the same time, while, you know, making a place for, you know, the DeFi people. I want to blend it as much as I can, because I think that's how you last a lot longer. Instead of, I don't like exclusivity. I know in crypto we try to make people and force them to use our token or something like that, but what happens is you squeeze yourself out of so much money, it's not even funny, you know. And that's why Rico has not been playing with this Web3 marketplace, because inclusivity is how you win. That means everybody's welcome. I don't want to put, how are we going to say we don't like when people gatekeep on us, but then we're going to gatekeep on everybody else? Now that's a hypocrite. That's being a hypocrite, right? So I don't want to, and you know, that's what we live in, a world of hypocrisy. And I don't want to fuel that flame. That's not my flame to fuel. As far as now that I get in some kind of position, I'm going to gatekeep as well. It's like, nah, that's not what I'm going to do. Inclusivity is the key. Now, obviously, like I talked before, like making some exclusive stuff for NFTs, I think that's cool for people who are, you know, those diamond hand holders, those people who really want something. But you know, I like to have fun. You know, I've been through some things in my life that I like to experience life, and I'm not shy to say that. So, you know, and I'll drop some alpha here. Like what I plan to do with our NFTs is an after set party, and I want to sell it out during the expo. And whoever's interested in the after set party, who want to turn up and have a good time and experience your crypto. I'm tired of being stuck behind our desk, even though I call it my freedom station, but I want us to experience our crypto on a day-to-day. Yes, our PFPs are fun. Yes, it's good to stack up our crypto, but you know, let's experience it. Let's actually enjoy what we've been working so hard for. And I want to do something like that. And of course, give these NFTs some utility, but I think it'd be cool to give people, you know, either season passes to the, you know, every year we do the expo, that NFT grants you to come back to the expo and you don't have to pay. And maybe obviously we could juice it up with like some kind of stays at the hotel that the casino that we're staying at to juice it up for those NFT holders. But I actually want to kick it with those who believed in me, those who believed in the dream and got those NFTs, where we have fun later on in the night. It don't got to always be this, you know, cookie cutter. I want to be me, because if you guys like me, you'll love me, you know, because, but if you don't like me, you'll hate me as well, right? Because this is me, this is who I am. So I want to share and have a good time with you guys here, and we'll get to do that.
I'm definitely with you on all that, because I learned from you in a crypto Latino space. Oh yeah, and shout out to the Voter Army. I DCA today, but I learned from you on crypto Latino space where you said no tribalism. And I remember when you kind of co-signed what I was already thinking. I'm like, man, when we do stuff, we're gonna include everybody. You don't know what nothing is. We gonna go hard for everybody. As long as they prove they good devs and they good people, we gonna do what we can. Because I done met devs, they say, hey, we don't want that type of attention. I'm like, cool. Now where you at? Because like at the end of the day, coordinating yourself off and trying to just separate stuff, that limits your growth. But most definitely shout out to XPX. Like we need to bring it to the real world. Man, I ain't gonna lie. If the expos, I'm good for a 10, 11 hour drive. Just let me know where to go. I'm finna
I'll
start
fly
making.
you out, bro. You tripping? I'll fly you out. You're gonna get
I
flued
don't like.
out. We gonna flew him out. We done flew Venture out.
I don't like airplanes, but
I'm on the same
I
thing.
ride
Like
my
I got my
motorcycle.
camera, I got stuff ready, bro. Like, man, I'm not playing. I'm a vote holder too. Been a vote holder since like last year. Like, so I've been here.
Hey, I'm ready to start really making these connections, rubbing shoulders, and traveling. I don't care if I got to pull up with the kid, like
Straight
whatever
up.
I got. We're gonna get it done because it's time to bring it out the
Maybe
metaverse for
that's
real
what
and
we'll joke
make
around
those
with the
connections.
NFT. Who getting flued out? Who getting flued out?
Right. I have a rental car out. I hate flying, man. I drive everywhere.
And Rico, I got, like I'm saying, I'm building I got somebody building comedy connections in Vegas. And I know people that actually the venues. I know people that actually set the venues up too in Vegas.
Nice, bro. Yeah, I'm down to do
So
that, bro. And I'm actually down to go to these venues.
yeah, I got connections, bro.
Maybe we can help them get some exposure on a Web3 marketplace. Am I saying too much? Jeez, Louise, I don't know what I'm saying, but
Hey.
Nah.
but I'm down to definitely go to these because I watch comedy all the time. I think laughter is one of the best medicines you can have in your life, man. If you got somebody being miserable around you, boy, that'll cause a sickness. Don't be around that right now. During the bear market, maybe I'll entertain it because I'm bored and the money ain't flowing in. But right now, I ain't trying to hear that stuff. I don't know if you guys noticed, I haven't even been shaving. I'm just snatching up. I'm just securing the bag. I don't even want to shave. I ain't trying to impress nobody. I'm just securing the bag. I want you guys to do the same.
Facts.
There you go.
All right, y'all. So if y'all want to keep the party, well, we keep the party rolling, but we getting close to wrapping up.
No, we can wrap it up. We keep them wanting more. Keep them wanting more. But we pull some people in here, V.
Okay. I got a little bit more dissertation to do. I didn't get to touch on Three's project. I'm always support Three, man. She's been real good people. She basically was like, "Hey, you want a bag? Here." So I always gonna talk about Three, and we still over there holding it down. So
Yeah, let me hear about it, bro. Let me know about it. I didn't know you were going to talk about that. I want to hear about it. If you rock with them, I rock with them.
It was connected to Champ. That's why I said let's just break it down in the middle. But it's cool. It's cool. I like how it worked out. So next, we're gonna bring up Alt Control. Remember Three? It's a dev named 3ETH. This is why building bridges are important. The devs are doing great work, and they want to be one of Vegas Inu's first listings. Why do I mean Alt Control? Because they want to list Vegas. They have a launch pad for those who can connect those dots, and I understand the importance of building relationships out the mud. Recognize opportunities. How often do you lock in with a potential game changer in the space? Alt is saving gas fees with ETH. That's where I DCA'd my vault today. The fee was like $11. I actually bought 2 times today on some vault. So that's where I did it at. Three and Alt Control are doing much needed work as devs. And Alt Control is a DEX dedicated to saving fees on ETH across a myriad of projects. And I heard they are linking and adding more chains in the future, which in itself is a dot to Vegas Inu. The community of Alt Control and the board, which is comprised of people who participate in the private sale, like myself, are working extremely hard and have formed partnership after partnership. Some of the most notable being Extract AI, Graviton Network, SecBot, which also has somebody in it that I don't want to say too much, but they was Inspector, and that same person just DM me and say, "Hey, buy this," and I was like, "Okay, cool." I didn't think it was gonna be nothing. It ran to $1. I was like, "Oh, cool, thanks, free money." But those are some pretty good partnerships they're making over there. And in addition to those partnerships, take a look at this Seifu token list, which is highlighting many projects. And I was talking to Three. She's very interested in listing Volt. Now, I'm not sure how much of the significance that's going to have at this stage, but I think it'd be very wise to list with a dev with as much tenacity as Three, that's doing as much as Three, and that's really putting as much work as they are in the background. Now, there was a lot of talks about Vegas Inu being added to that list, but I don't know if that dot was connected yet. However, the highlights are there. The dots are ready to be connected with real utility and relationships being formed. There is no limit if you grow organically. For those interested in seeing how they can save on ETH fees, please go check out the Proof of Fees hashtag to see what people are saving. And that was the end of that. But that was 3. Shout out to 3. I always just try to do what I can for that project. And I didn't have no more on the list after that one. I think next week, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be adding XPX to this list pretty soon.
Oh, that's not a
Appreciate it.
question. That's not a question. And
Well,
Champion is gonna talk about all of them.
If you want to look in that mirror, boy, I ain't playing with you. I ain't playing with you, B.
nah, my boy in the mirror. I'm gonna be able to look at myself, man. I ain't doing it no more.
No, we good. I'm not letting nobody that you guys been tapped in with me. I'm not letting you guys miss out, man. I'm literally not. It's gonna be solid. It's gonna be a lot of fun too. Just have fun with me. If you know somebody, I've been telling people that I know, it's like, and what's nice is like I encourage you guys, when you guys want to take the profits and you guys do that later on, whoever gets on the LGE is not going to even hurt the chart. So you guys, once we launch this thing and we pump really good, if you guys want to take some profits, like that's what it's all about. We're all here to make money. Let's not even front. So I'm all for you guys making money and stuff like that. Okay. And that's the only way that I can get those testimonies for you guys to say, hey, you know what? My car wasn't running right. I needed a new whip. I got in on this. Rico sent it. I'm in a new Audi, like, bro. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's really what it's about. And I want you guys to experience that. I don't want to say hold, and you guys never get to experience your crypto. Like, nah. I want you guys to have fun and enjoy it. Bro, I got a couple meetings I got to get to. This was a lot of fun. Definitely tap in with you on the next one. Everybody that came in, Next Level Cash, thank you for coming in, bro. If you haven't checked out Vegas, make sure you definitely do, bro. He's a heavy hitter in the space. The Volt Army up in here listening, love y'all. And of course, the Vegas Inu community, love y'all as well. Venture, thank you for everything you do in the space, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. I rock with you really, really hard, broski. Be well. I got your back, bro. Get ready. We're going to do some magic over here, bro. I love y'all. I'll talk to you guys later.
Hey, talk to you later, bro. Appreciate you. Well, y'all, we just getting around, ready to wrap up. So it's right on time. We right at the hour mark. I try not to drag it out. Now, I wish we had Petey on here because Petey got more knowledge than all of us together. He'll keep this thing rolling for about an extra hour. But in that meantime, I'm going to hit y'all with my closing messages. And if nobody got nothing to add, BCR can take us out with a song. And if y'all want, we can meet back up in the Telegram and we can just start a chill out hangout stream if y'all want. And we made a little bit of thing of getting engagement out of that just by we live stream that on HighRollers Live, and I need to pin that up somewhere while the song is playing. But feel free to check that out. So I'm gonna hit y'all with the closing messages, and if nobody got an ad, we're gonna take it on the out of here. So I want to say I love a dog, but most of all, I love an underdog. I love being on 4th and inches and winning. I love being on a team with the will and fight to push. I love, too, apart from building a house from the ground up, being able to stand in that house. Not just another holder, but helping to build a house and living in that authenticity. That's what it means for me to be a high roller for me. And I'm glad to be here. And I will always be here, up or down. This is just the type of time we on. Built, not bought. Soul food, not fast food. And with that message, y'all, we rolling up out of here. Not too much more to
Shout out
add.
to Versace, man.
I'm gonna take y'all with
Start, hit it in with your head and not with your heart. Grab a bag of it and take a sip. When them reflections roll in, you tell all you can. This ain't a road pool. Vegas babies, we came to win. We burn them up every bobby. We gon' ball out Vegas magic.
We the boss, got something like A1 sauce. Mess around, get your sauce knocked off. Get a bag, sit back, let it grow. Those roses just hold on, you can let it go. Cause you ain't gotta deal with the stuff anymore. Better move, you wanna hop in on the boat. You violate it, throwing at the top of FOMO. Hey, shout out to the homies, stock go. Yeah, I'ma need your water by more. Yeah, strong try and strong flow. Sheesh, let them emotions go. Yeah, and let them reflections flow. Cause everything good starts slow. And it's only 10 minutes low. So get you a bag of
Grab a bag of it and take a sip. When them reflections roll in, you tell all you can. This ain't a road pool. Vegas babies, we came to win. We burn them up every bobby. We gon' ball out Vegas magic.
It's hard to FOMO when you're all 10, 2 feet. I know my hand, I don't hold loosely. Diamond hands in the wind, not even a loose leaf could escape my grip. Kung Fu action Bruce Lee in the dojo with Master Inu VIG. Doing it like Pikes Peak, doing it VIG. Not buying no bikes, kids, 10 toes from the PRE. Flooded out the pink cell so I don't have to chase tails. drugs and all that. FOMO into the wrong thing, you won't get nothing back. Sticking with a trusted dev. Vegas is running that, but Toshi is the quarterback. Fourth and there's no running jack, all in. Ain't got a FOMO no more when you on all 10. It's not on me, it's Inu, I'm the dog's friend. Even after we all win. Out of 10.
Grab a bag of it and take a sip. When them reflections roll in, you tell all your kids this ain't a raw pool. Vegas babies, we came to win. We burn them up every body. We gon' buy our Vegas magic show.
We can't FOMO and burn green just like you dudes, man. Pre-sale hitting, flexing, blessing children just like food cans. Moving heavy, we can't stop, boy, it's like quicksand. Cheaters know exactly what it mean when they say rear hand. We walk through this section now, it's the pearls they gripping. We buy the dips, but to us, it's not really dipping. Can't FOMO no more, been here since day one, no, I ain't tripping. Whole time knowing it's cool down, man's Vatoshi whipping. They thought I was done, hold your horses, boy. Let me walk you through this whole thing like horses, boy. It is it, better analyze your choices, boy. Let me know, you done heard it from 4 voices, boy.
Grab a bag of it and take a sip. When them reflections roll in, you tell all your kids this ain't a raw pool. Vegas babies, we came to win. We burn them up every body. We gon' buy our Vegas magic show. Gotta play the market, don't let it play you. Follow Vatoshi, he'll teach you to move. You ain't got a FOMO, no more. December the mark on YouTube. Show you how to make boss moves. Following the stock, go, you can't lose. 4 nigga bands and Mad D. Just a few things that he taught me. Finance is smart, you better be. Crypto market ain't for the weak. Classes and sin shit. Now take a seat. Mr. Stocko, what is support and resistance? Grab a bag of it and take a sip. When them reflections roll in, you tell all your kids this ain't a raw pool. Vegas babies, we came to win. We burn them up every body. We gon' buy our Vegas magic show. Shout out to Vatoshi, man. The stock go, December DeMarco, DD, whatever you wanna call them. Shout out to my brothers for jumping on the track with me. I really appreciate y'all, man. Never even thought I would do anything like this. Vegas Inu, bit to the moon. Grab a bag of it. Don't get that Starbucks. Make coffee at home. Skip McDonald's. Grab an apple. DCA, add to them bags. Your future self gon' thank you. Grab a